Okay, thank you very much first for giving us this opportunity to introduce our NGO regarding the COVID-19. First, our NGO is known by the name of Salam, is a local peace building in the Union of Comores. That our aim is to promote peace and security in our different islands, in our villages, in any communities, and any threats that can be obstacle of the development of our country. Regarding for this issue of the pandemic, the COVID-19, as you know, this is a worldwide problem that everybody facing to fight against it. We as an NGO in the Comoros, we have our role to play for this, against the fight of it. The most important thing that we done from the very beginning of the rising of this pandemic is to sensitize, to raise awareness of the whole population to understand that this COVID is killing everybody, whatever the age, whatever the country, whatever the status that you have. So what we did, we use the IT, we use the social media, we sensitize the population via Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, and any kind of social media, because youth today, Comoran generation, they watch, they follow information through their smartphones. So we decided to start that. Now, the second option that we done in terms of communication is the island of Mohedi. The beginning of the pandemic, the governments and the partners has really focused this situation in the island of Ngazija and then to Anjouan, because that's where the population is high. And we as an NGO, our role is to touch where the government doesn't touch. So we elaborate a plan, a projects for Muheri, and our members in the angle of Muheri, they did a very successful sensitization. They enter into every village of Muheri within the 6 municipalities of Muheri to raise awareness of the danger of this pandemic. This is what we done. For this crisis in this second second option of the COVID-19 in Comoros, that now it turns and it kills too many people rather than the first one. What we do now, because the governments and the partners, the national partners and the international partners accredited in the Comoros, they do their best. But we as an NGO, what we do now is a think tank. We are working at a kind of think tank. We analyze what the people react. We do a survey. Yesterday I was in the Volovolo, that's the biggest market in Comoros, just to observe what the people react and what they behave, in order to understand and try to analyze and propose a solution to the concerned institution, the government and the partners. This is what we do right now. Because what we understand, there is a lack of misunderstanding. There is a kind of stigmatization. There is a stigma in this question. People, they try for their favors to communicate in the bad way. And we understand now that we identify that the population, especially young people, they understand that this COVID-19 is a business orientation. Why it's not? Because we see people dying every day. So what we do is to advise people to understand that this problem is a responsibility of everyone, every person, and every house, and in every village. This is not a business of the president or his government. This is our business at all. So what I am advising, I have only 3 advices. The first advice is to call everybody to understand the urgent need of taking this question into consideration. To understand that this COVID kills, whatever the age, it kills everybody. So everyone should be responsible by his own to respect the barrier and the discipline that the doctors has advised us to follow. The second advice is communication. To understand that the hospital that the government has oriented that would be there to treat the patients. Ngazija, we have Samba, the hospital of Samba. Anjouan, we have the hospital of Mitsamdu. And Muhedi, we have the hospital of Fomboni. People should understand and trust the hospital. Because people, when they feel that they have the symptoms of this disease, they refuse to go to the hospital because there is that phobia of the hospital that people, when you go there, maybe you're gonna die. So this is not something that we are playing. This is something serious. So everybody should understand when his parents, his brother or his relative got sick, to understand to send them to the hospital that the doctors tell us to go. The third is I'm calling the governments and the partners to share the responsibilities, because there is a coordination committee that run out this pandemic situation, but they should understand that they have to share responsibilities. The institution, the sensitization should be given the NGOs and associations. Every village in the Comores has at least 2 associations. So those associations should be given the competence and the means to communicate, to raise awareness to the population, to understand the facts. So this is the most important urgent need that I'm calling the government to understand, that there is a need of sharing responsibilities in order to face all of us to fight against this COVID that's killing everybody here in the Comores and the worldwide. Thank you very much. And I'm calling you to support our NGO, because our NGO need too many hopes, need too many support for you, Comorians, for partners, for anybody who will to come to us and help us, intellectually, financially, and technically, in order to make this country a better country. Thank you very much.